One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go! On the ready.
Mike, 57. I got you, pop. Strong right. Strong right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense. Has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. They'll run on first down. Fulton, and a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
56. Watch the pass. Shift.
On 3rd and 2, Coley. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Gross, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a big one pass here as he's taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, Riddle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Waters. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
60 or. Go. Hey, Orbit.
They'll run on first down. Riddle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
22 jet bombers.
On 2nd down. It's Gross, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On first down, Fulton. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Go to base. It's 59. Mike the 59. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
Looking to throw. Coley. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pay. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant.
They'll run on first down. Riddle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
What's screen?
Hey, Alpha.
57 to Mike. 57.
Ready?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coley. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Coley. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again this time to the tailback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Coley. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Coley. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 53.
Go.
Mike 53. 53. Mike.
Yep. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Gross. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready?
53. Check 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Topper! General West! Rock it! Get it!
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ready. Stick it to Mike. Oh, you got deep?
To throw on 2nd down. Coley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 53. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. He's coming.
There. Defense.
They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Wilson's got it complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down now, Fulton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, Fulton. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Coley. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Coley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll run on first down. It's Gross. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run it here. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Coley. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st down, Gross. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, Riddle. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Waters. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
70, Indy.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Coley with a completion to Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
59 mark.
On 1st and 10, Coley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd down now. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch the screen. 56. Mike, 50.
On 4th down, Coley. And he's got Bennett. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd down. Coley throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Coley is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. throwing on first down. Coley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh? Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board. And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout. Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one... And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Fulton. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. Now this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least. No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
80 weapons. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete from the contact. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after here coming up. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post.
Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Mike, check. 59. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Mike,
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incomplete.